Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing a super quick tutorial on how to make this ring because I just finished filming this design but it's basically working off of this simple design. So once I filmed this, I decided let's go ahead and I'll do a quick tutorial on this, put it out there, and then I will release this design. So here we go. I've got a 20 gauge wire. I've got about 15 inches. I am using an 8mm bead. I'm gonna stick it on there and place it at the center of the wire and then bend both sides down so it looks pretty even on the bead. Now I'm going to use a ring mandrel. I explain this type of mandrel in the next video a little bit more, but I love this one because it has a nice groove on the back side. I'm going to place the bead in that groove and on the front, so I'm going to be working for a size 7. And I do like to start up at least a half of a size with this design. So starting at a 6.5, pull that tight and bring it around the front so that the wires pass on either side of the bead. And then I'm going to switch the camera angle because I always like to put this mandrel between my knees to work on this next part. Hang on. Right. So we're going to pull these 2 wires nice and tight and then start to twist. I'm making sure that my first wrap is just above, so I'm covering up the entry point for the wire that goes into the bead. And I continue wrapping around. Now at some point, see, I've been wrapping up on the bead. At this point, now I want to start to get the wires to work back down the side of the bead. So I'm going to bring this one up towards the top, this one down towards the bottom, and here is where I'm going to start to bring it down. And then same thing at the top, start to bring it down. And then I've still got some wire left. I'm going to continue bringing it down and around the bead towards the base. You can wrap it as many times as you like. We'll take it off. This one's kind of messy. I'm doing it a little fast. Trying to be speedy on this tutorial, but I don't want it to look bad either. Okay, you can play with the shape as you like. And then we're going to take the leftover wires and curl them around the band. And what I'm doing to get this nice and tight is I'm bringing it kind of underneath because I don't want the knot to be down here. I want it as close to the bead as I can. So I'm kind of curving it in and under the bead and the wrapping. I don't want it to fall down. And then the trick to getting this tight around the band, so grab it with your pliers and kind of work back and forth. And that will end up pulling those band wires close together. You can do just 1, 2, 3 wraps, whatever you want. You could do a wrap and then you could put a little spiral over it. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Okie dokie. All right, I'm just gonna do one time around, and then I'm gonna go in and trim off the excess wire on the top side of the band. And then I go in and just press it down. All right, that pulls my band together. I'm going to put it back on the ring mandrel into the groove and just kind of push it down. So that's going to stretch the band, give it a nice shape. Make sure that there's no spaces between the bands. Ow. That didn't really hurt. I don't know why I said ow. It just sounded bad. Flip it over and do the other side. Push it down. Because your ring mandrel is tapered, you don't want one band to be smaller than the other. Okay. And even on the back side, it does say 7, but because of that bead, it's probably going to be tight on my size 7 finger. So I may take a hammer. If you've got a rubber mallet or even a rawhide hammer, it would be awesome. I just use a cloth over the metal stamping hammer that I've got, and I go through and I just nudge it down. So it's going to stretch it a little more, and then take it off. Make sure you do that on the other side. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. Okay, let's see if it fits. And it does. Okay, so very quick. That one doesn't look as nice as probably is this one. This one I've done all the same things. It's just been patinaed. I do have a link for how to patina your jewelry in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. This is a little prerequisite for this ring that I'm going to be posting right after this one. So same concept. This one's just a little bit more elaborate. We add some weaving into it. Thank you so much for watching.